All right, and welcome to round 2, Pool C of the semi-finals. Big upset yesterday, Mr. Webb.
Yes, indeed, and we had that play the second time. If there was a word that summed up round 1, it would be conservative. With that second round that we had a lot of players taking risks. Great pinball risk-taking, and players punching above their weight. And Perseus ends up the ultimate winner.
That's right, which moves him into the finals. And today we find out who will be the final competitor of the 3 to go into the finals. Will it be Jaden Forsyth, Wilson Creswell, Jonty Van Endhoven, or Ebony Kalin, our final girl in the competition?
Yes, and also Wilson Creswell, a bit of added pressure, as you'll know, Mr. Bloor, that 2 of the other finalists are both from the same classroom in the school, and Wilson's looking for that trifecta for room 1 today.
That's right, he's a year 6 up against year 7 and 2 year 8s, so he's definitely got a lot to prove today, I think. Although, you know, their classroom is 2 metres away from the pinball machine.
Yes, I hear just unofficially a little birdie's told me that Miss McDonald, their teacher, has been giving in a little bit extra class time to some pinball, but I'm sure that's just a unsubstantiated rumour. And Jonty Van Endhoven, would he be the favourite today if there was such a thing?
Well, that's right. We've heard that he got 16 million while he was playing by himself. But hey, no one really saw it, so who knows?
Right, Jaden Forsyth up first. We've got him starting on the table. A bit of glare today from the sun.
That's right. Even though it's pretty snowy outside, but I'll talk to our technical team. Let's see if we can get the light turned off.
Well, the sun's always shining when you're playing pinball. Now, we actually had a reset right from the start, which is probably not the start that Jaden wanted. There we go with that left ramp. Want to see a bit more doubling today. Some big scores. Song selection, we're obviously going for Cyndi Lauper.
That's right. Girls just want to have fun.
Now, sorry to interrupt there. Breaking story. Light left lock. Would you like to run us through that?
Okay, he's got his random award. If he shoots it up the ramp, there he's done it. He's locked his first ball. So good first move. If he can get 3 locked, he gets a 3-ball multi-ball, which is something we haven't seen in the competition. Oh!
He's just as we say, and we've gone on about this curse, 700,000 and out, and here we have the other room 1 player, Wilson Creswell.
That's right. That's not a lot for a first ball, but Wilson's lost it straight away, but gets the ball save.
Yes. So it'll be interesting to see. Wilson's targeting. He's also got Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. So we were looking for the pop bumpers, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Bloor.
That's correct. I would say Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and looks like the girls behind Wilson just want to have their lunch.
We've got a bit of striking play going on there. The pop bumpers hidden.
Perseus is back with his carrot.
Indeed. That's perhaps one of the most famous props to come out of this competition. Now, Cyndi Lauper, the Girls Just Want to Have Fun tour. I believe you were a spectator when the tour was at the Opanaki Events Centre, which sometimes in the late 80s, is that correct?
That's right. That was when she was at her peak, and she was just performing at concert venues that were really special to her, I guess.
Wilson Creswell has just doubled and tripled on the ramp. 3 powerful shots in a row. That's dominating play for Wilson.
Oh man, look at that.
Here's our first million of the day, just about off the safety. There we go, over $1 million. Twice off the safety, back to the ramps again. This is some pretty dominating play.
That's right, he's really commanding it. He came off, was it 11 million this morning in his little warm-up game he had, and he had 2 balls left. He had caught the extra ball, which is like, finding the pot of gold, and then of course the bell went. And at a school, school comes first, not pinball, Wilson.
Well, Wilson's just hit another ramp. We've got he's gone up. Wise decision here. Wise
close.
Decision.
He looks behind him.
He did. He has gone for the finishing of the song. He's decided not to switch. It'll be interesting to see today whether we get a Ghostbuster selection from any of the players.
That's right. I think some of these guys have been watching our commentary, Mr. Webb, and As a pinball champion yourself, you hold the current record on the Auroa school pinball table, undefeated. Yeah. What's Wilson actually try? Oh, there's the light gone.
The light's just gone. We've fixed it up. We've got that double multi-ball and a score approaching 3 million already. You know, pinball's about two things. Pinball's about the physical playing that Wilson's obviously doing very well, but I think some of our players have underestimated the psychology of it. And Wilson Creswell at the moment, he's stamping his foot down. He's just gone over 3 million points. He's setting a mark for the other competitors and actually putting a whole lot of pressure on them. We may see some more risk-taking from the others. There's another ramp again. Still got that first ball in play. And that's another thing we haven't seen just yet.
Cradling the ball. Slowing the game down.
Absolutely.
He's really in control, this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know where he gets that from, but he has obviously learnt the techniques of a master.
Well, perhaps a bit of Karate Kid mastery there. We're nearly at 4 million points. This is domination. There's no other word for it. As I said to you, I felt as a trifecta, if he should be the person to get through, then room one will have all three finalists, which is obviously going to be some kind of record. We're still hitting that pop bumper, bumping it in again. Not casual. Now here we go.
Random award.
Right.
Sweep the leg. He's got the right ramp lock. I think it might be his first lock of the day.
Yeah, well, and then nearly back into that ramp, then back off again. This is some ball, this is some display.
That's right, 4 million. That is more than some competitors in this competition have gotten with all three balls.
That's absolutely correct. And if I know not to dwell on the past, but we go back to the first round of competition, we were looking at 2.5 million, 2.6 million to get through. Even with round two, we were looking at 7.5. I mean, the way that he's on track to go at the moment, we're getting nearly 5 million with his first ball. Wilson Creswell is simply blowing the competition away.
That's right. This is competitive pinball at its best. We are possibly the only school in the world that has got a pinball tournament on right now.
Well, that's...
If ever.
Well, that's pretty impressive stuff. 5 million big points have come up here, and he is simply not looking troubled. He is just cutting through this like a knife cutting through a block of hot butter. Look at this play.
Whatever.
5.5 million.
That's right. Whatever sandwich this guy's making, I want a bite of it.
Well,
it's just amazing.
The only, not to quibble, but the only thing differently I could say from him, we haven't seen that completion of that first song yet. And certainly if he can do that shortly and finish, we've got another double multi-ball. If we see that song selection, which we're expecting anytime soon, then, this is just complete and utter domination.
That's right. He's really rewriting the rules. He's probably completed his song and yet hasn't changed. So, there's 12 songs to complete on the table. And he's only done one, yet what a score.
Absolutely. Look at this here. The message he's sending to those other two finalists, to Tadur and Hersius. He's saying, I need one ball and I can beat you. Absolutely astounding. 10 times the score that Jaden got. Over 7.5 million. This is just utterly unbelievable. We are watching potentially history in the making, because we know that the highest competitive score is 7.5 million. He has beaten us with a single ball. Just unbelievable.
Little smile there. Jaden's got to be feeling it. But, how does Ebony and Jonty feel? They're up next. They still haven't had the chance of getting their first score on the board. He's another random award.
Well, this is potentially the jackpot. Well, we know Jonty's got a huge score potentially, and there it goes. He's disappointed. 22 combos, one song, 130,000 bonus, quadrupled, unbelievable. Just absolutely unbelievable. 9 million points. Wilson Creswell, take it to the bank.
Wow, that's insane. Jonty has got a long way to go. Now, he has said he doesn't like the song, so he was there busy trying to get the song selection. He hasn't got it, and so he's doing Take On Me.
Right, so we're thinking then technique-wise or strategy-wise, he would be looking to make that change fairly quickly on in the board if he has the opportunity.
It's obviously not his favourite song. I know the Aha Boys did have a lot of hair up top, but John T, I think one of his favourites is the Michael Jackson. Yeah,
the Michael Jackson. Well, we've got what have we got? A strong start there. We're looking, as I said, Wilson Creswell, 8.8 million, just unbelievable on a single ball. We're looking at a score potentially of over 20 million in that. John T, we know he's got it in him, but he must be worried about that. I can see Wilson looking over his shoulder, just paying attention. Nice strong play to start, but he's got to start hitting those ramps. We need to see some commanding play to bridge that gap. There's a ramp there.
Followed by a second. If he gets a second shot within 6 seconds, he gets a combo, but that's just not going to be enough for a first ball, that's for sure.
Well, we've got Ebony up next. It's just the proverbial cat is amongst the pigeons here. Now, what have we got? Song selection. We have Michael Jackson.
Oh, a good song. She's going for all the flashing rhythm letters. There's one, she just got the R. There's 3 at the top, and then 3 down the side of the lanes by the flippers.
I had a chance to talk to some of the competitors before the competition. Oh, I nearly got the light and it just fell out. There's a ramp there. I was double, and then back in again, and then up to the ramp. Well, this is certainly a solid start.
She's getting close.
She is. I was third time in the space of 30 or 40 seconds. Now, I said to you before after the second round, I believe this is deliberate from the competitors. I think that the first round we had a lot of a very conservative play. I think they've seen possibly round number 2 where it's 5th or 6th time we've done that. We saw that dropping the use of the safety, which has paid dividends, but I just wonder the psychological effect of Wilson Creswell with that damage that he's done with that first ball.
That's right. It's got to be hard to come back from such a long way to get up there when you're sitting at 1,400,000. The first ball, it's gone.
It bounced. Well.
That is such a clean sweep by Wilson in that first ball. But hey, it does take 3 balls to have a game, and 1 ball can be the winning score. So let's see what Jaden's got this time. Spins it around. Gets the He-Man. Oh.
Now we've got that 1 ramp. We want to see if he can... No, he nearly doubled it up just on the back way. So I spoke to some of the competitors prior to competition. I was talking to Jaden, and I asked him for his pinball inspirations or prominent pinball players that he perhaps might follow Mr. Bloor. So he identified to me Neil Armstrong, first man on the moon.
A good choice. Well, quite a common choice maybe, is it? I'm not sure.
Second person he identified is All Black captain Richie McCaw.
Oh yes, a great ball player himself there.
And third that he identified for me was infamous American serial killer, the Boston Strangler.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say Gandhi, just to round it out. But no. That all makes sense when you think about it. That's great.
So we've got...
What's he doing,
Well,
mate?
we're still... I can tell you
Jaden.
what he's doing. He's about to pack his bags. And say, that's not enough. Now, here is the master. Here is the numero uno. Here is the big cheese of cheeses. We've got Wilson Creswell up. We've got 9 million. We're approaching 10. An unbelievable score in any circumstances. But what this is a dominating score in a very serious competition. Ooh. And it is saying that I am number 1 and that you can't beat me.
That's right. Let's hope he's not saying that to everyone around him, because they, might be taken in slightly the wrong way. We do have some good sportsmanship going on amongst the crew.
Outstanding sportsmanship.
Look at that.
Now look at this, a delayed cradle. He also has taken his time to smile, to look around at the other competitors. I think there's a little bit of gamesmanship there.
That's right.
It's like a Cadbury favourite. It's something sweet wrapped up in a bit of packaging, and it's certainly no Turkish delight.
That's right. I haven't seen that sort of camaraderie since Hulk Hogan took on Andre the Giant. 1988 SummerSlam.
Oh, what a fantastic reference. Now, here we are. We've got this ramp going now. If he's going to follow the pattern before... Oh, I was just about to say, we want that double ramp. The only thing that I can perhaps criticise him for at this stage, because this has just been a superlative performance...
Cyndi Lauper?
Yes. He's got to look at those song choices. He's got to look at moving that on. We've got... Is he going to go for...
You know, we understand it's your favourite song, Wilson, but give something else a go. Look at that. He stayed with it.
He has stayed with it. Now, this is obviously a deliberate strategy. You know, we've talked about these people choosing Ghostbusters in the past. We've got that deliberate strategy following the selection process, just continually hammering that pop bumper, going on a loop.
You know, I guess if you like the song, it helps you get along, and he's definitely getting along very well.
Now, we've just hit the Katrina in the Waves double multi-ball, is it, Mr. Bloor?
That's right. The ball save is on at the moment, so if he loses it, it'll come back, as that ball is just showing us there.
Another ramp at the same time. We've just had that second one go down, but we've got another ramp.
He's back to his single playing, into the random award. He is good at hitting those.
He is now, that would be his third by my count, 11 million points. This is, what we are watching simply is history in the making. History in the making. A dominating score coming up on screen. We're privileged to be watching us, and just...
Look at that. Turns away, hands off the buttons.
Yes.
What is going on?
Well, what is going on is a master of his craft, someone who is the alpha. Look at that. Thumbs up during play.
Ebony and Jonty aren't sure what they're watching, but I can see their stance does not look happy.
No.
Little
bit of lag there. A little bit of lag there. That's all right. There we
are. The random award, but I don't think it was lit.
No, it wasn't lit. Well, he shakes his head, but the scores do not lie. The scores speak for themselves. He is now, of course...
Oh, mate, look at that.
As we're watching over 12 million, that is just domination.
Jonty 10 million behind.
Wow.
A long way. Look, he's trying to change the song.
Yeah.
He still doesn't like the Take On Me, but he's pushed it too hard. He's going to have to change it by the other method, which requires you to hit as many ramps as you can until it turns on.
Yeah, well...
Something like that.
We know that Jonty's got a massive score in him, but the psychological impact of what has happened here, that first ball from Wilson Creswell, it's going to have to be something very, very special for him, and it's just an epic opportunity and something just I feel privileged to watch, Mr. Bloor. We've got a double multi-ball there. We've got Katrina in the Waves again. We might be making up a bit of distance with it.
Let's see if a different song changes Jonty's play style.
Two ramps in a row there on the left-hand side. A third. This is some consistent points. Got to just watch that bogey of the two balls connecting together where one's just gone.
That's right. You can easily lose both balls at once from the multi-ball. He's just got choose song.
Now, crucial decision. Where is he going?
He's come to rest it. Michael Jackson Beat It. Classic song.
A classic performer. Now, there's an urban myth, Mr. Bloor, about Michael Jackson. I don't know whether you'll be able to confirm it or not. In the 1990s, when Michael Jackson's career was perhaps not at its peak, my understanding is that, rumour has it, he was working as a long-haul truck driver for Sanford's. I don't know whether you can confirm that as truth or not.
I cannot confirm or deny. I will say they did have a worker that used to ride with a monkey in his cab, and every now and then he'd actually drive past and go, hee hee.
Well, if it wasn't BJ and the Bear, I would have to say that might be something that we could clock up. Now, what have we got here? We've nearly got 4 million points.
That's right. This is a good ball now.
Yeah,
I think he's found his groove, and he is possibly on the way. Remember, he has had that unconfirmed score of 16 million that we've heard of. So Jonty does know how to get up there.
He's got the pedigree chum to deal with it. We've got a lock ball there. We've got 4 million points. If there's one chink in Wilson Creswell's armour, it is that... Oh, he's not happy.
A bad bounce.
Oh, I was just going to say the song selection could be his road to redemption.
That's right, but mate, he is gone. it's up to Ebony to show the girls how it's done.
Well,
maybe she should be playing with girls just want to have fun.
well, I think I don't want to sound to be disrespectful, but it's almost as if we have these two champions playing on the table, and we've almost got two supporting cast members. Now Ebony can change all that. A dominating ball here. There's a double ramp. That's a fantastic start. We've nearly got a spinner going. Is it coming back?
It's coming back.
Yeah,
not
it's
quite
come
enough.
back.
Not quite enough strength on the old push there.
We've got another ramp though. This is good, solid play.
Select song. What's she gonna do?
Well, we keep saying this is simply the crucial thing. Now, interesting again. Looks like Michael Jackson. She switched at the last minute.
She did.
Oh, was that a mistake?
Hey Mickey, another fabulous 80s female song.
Oh my goodness.
Not that Michael Jackson was a female, but Hey Mickey is basically hit everything. We have talked about that.
Yes.
And it could be a good strategy for Ebony. She seems to be just hitting everything.
Well, I have to say, as the ball goes in and then bounces out again, I have to say that the Tony Basil number is certainly one of the ones. Oh, no!
Tony! It's a little bit like Tony Basil's career.
Yeah.
It started great, looked good.
Yeah.
One song.
To quote Hanson, Mbop, it's gone. Now we've got Jaden back up here now.
Yeah, guys.
This is, it's all on the line. There's simply no more comeback from here. He's got to have the sort of pinball game that we would only ever dream of. We're obviously looking at a 20 million ball game. Perhaps somehow, if we could get that extra light, we need ramps galore, we need songs galore. An uphill battle.
And time after time, I've got to say, Cyndi Lauper with the bumpers.
Oh, there's the curse again.
Not enough.
Oh, the smiling assassin Wilson Creswell steps up to the plate with a little bit of a smile on his face.
He's got some swagger, this kid.
He has.
I would not want to go up against him in the finals.
Well, to be perfectly honest, as an adult playing this table, looking at a score on a day that you didn't get over 12 million, you would be looking at Wilson and thinking, and there's more to come. Here we go again, another song selection. We've been relied on that comp.
My goodness, he has stayed with Cyndi Lauper.
It's got to be a strategy. Maybe once, maybe twice it would be a coincidence, but 3 times now he's selecting that one song. He's making no move to get off it. He's not interested in it.
I wonder, what does this kid know that we don't?
Yes.
You've been playing competitive pinball for he's out of there. 12,800,000 is the score to beat. Looks like we've just lost our DMD scoring, but don't worry, we'll keep you posted. Jonty's last score before it went down was 4,300,000. He's got a long way to go.
He has. And 12 million simply will send a shudder through the remaining competitors. Now, obviously, the other thing that does need to be acknowledged for all these people that have made the final, we had 45 actual competitors. We then had to reduce the field to 12. Oh, my goodness.
Jonty! 4,500,000 will take him home. You're going to be singing for your supper tonight, kid.
Wow, Wilson Creswell too. There was a big theatrical wave there. He welcomed Ebony up to the plate. But Wilson Creswell is... Just a minute. There's a bit of controversy.
Now, I saw him touch... He touched the button.
Oh, my goodness.
It is one of the spectator rules. Do not touch anyone's buttons.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's really pushed the wrong one today.
Well, there may be a protest as a result of that. This is the first time after all the rounds of competition that we've seen anything approaching a bit of niggle. Oh my goodness, this is a bit of controversy is here. Wilson Creswell's march to the final. Ebony's the player that could potentially stop him. Whether that will fire her up and get her.
That's right. This is Ebony's last shot.
Oh, we've just had one ball go out. We've still got that other one left. Bouncing off the safety up that ramp.
I can't even.
Round.
Oh, yep. She's still going for Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I think she's actually completed it. So she just needs to change her song now if she wants to do that. Although Wilson's method of sticking with one song has obviously been a great strategy today.
Well, at the end of the day, we can't argue with those points. He's looking like he's going to go through from here.
All right, Ebony's got the song select lit up. If she
Yes.
can just get up that right ramp, we may see her.
Oh,
my goodness.
hey, there we go.
That's what she wanted.
What's she going to choose? It's very potentially important. It's going to be interesting for us to see. Looks like the Human League. No,
All
we're
right.
going to Madonna. So another player going to the pop buttons or the pop bumpers to get there. Now Wilson at the moment, he's in a dominating position. Oh!
She's out of there. There's her final score, 4 million. That makes Wilson Criswell. He's clapping himself. Good on him.
Good on you,
I
Wilson.
think he
You
deserves
deserves
it.
And that
Look at that. Oh, little shaky hand from the judge.
Yeah.
But,
so the trifecta has come true. We have room 1 versus room 1 versus room 1 in the final. Mr. Bloor, your pick.
Mate, this final is going to be insane. I'm going to go with the guy with the cigar in his mouth. He reminds me of Hannibal from the A-Team and a little bit of Arnie from Predator. I'm going to go with Perseus.
You know what? I don't think we can underestimate Tudur here, because when he played in that first round, the circumstances are completely different now. That first score, 2.5 million, he did what he needed to do. He got the job done. I'm going to go with Tudur, but really this final is anyone's pick, and for someone, glory awaits.
I think the TAB is going to be backing Wilson, though, let's be honest, after that score. But hey, look, if you want to put a bet on it, that's your choice. I think I'm going to keep my pennies in my pocket.
Well, we can't wait to that final coming up very, very shortly. Excitement personified.
All right.